Hey polish fiends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys two ways that you could create the rose bubble or candy ball or whatever you want to call them. They're trending at the moment and it's the new thing in nail art. So after sitting having a play for a little while, I came up with these two different looks. So I thought I would share them with you guys. And this is going to be part one of my new nail look. So yeah, if that's something that interests you guys, then just keep on watching. So moving right on with type 1, which is the rose bubble with the caviar beads as a centre. So for this you're going to need a tiny little dotting tool and a builder gel. The one I'm using is artistic correction gel, but any builder gel is totally fine. So I first started by dipping my dotting tool into that gel and then swirling it about so the gel formed into a nice little ball. I then went in with some gold micro beads and placed them into the still wet gel, and then I popped that into an LED light, making sure I was tilting the dotting tool so the gel formed into a ball while it was in the light as well. So for the two-toned roses, I'm going to be using a white gel polish by CMD and a pink gel number 518 by Canny. And I'm just decanting them onto my paint tray. Then using a really tiny detail brush, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the outlines of the petals. So you want to make sure you're leaving the top so it comes through as sort of like the pollen for your flower. And you also want to make sure that these are nice and small and you're leaving a tiny little space in between. And this is what's going to create the flower in the gel. Then I popped that into an LED light for 30 seconds, and again I'm going to dip it back into the gel, making sure it completely surrounds those petals. And again I'm just going to twist that dotting tool to make sure it forms into a nice ball, and then I pop it into an LED light for a full cure, again twisting it as I'm going along. Then I'm going to take the same white polish and I'm going to do the next set of petals. Now these ones you want to put where the two other petals sort of end. You want to sort of curve another petal in between, and that's going to give the 3D effect of the inside of the rose. Then I went ahead and started on the pink flowers. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same onto that cured clear gel. I'm going to start doing the pink petals, but this time I'm going to do 3 petals. And again, you want to make sure these are offset from the white ones. And then once I was happy with those petals, I again cured that for 30 seconds and repeated the whole dipping process and cured that gel also. And for some odd reason, the next part of the video isn't here. I don't know what I did with it, but I just repeated the same process with another coat of white gel polish. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the dipping process with the next ball. Now you want to make sure as the ball gets bigger, you're totally covering the outside of that ball and then twisting your dotting tool to make sure it forms that nice little shape, and then also keep twisting it when it's in the LED light. And then this is what it looks like once it was complete. As you could see, those roses just look like it's just bursting and blooming. I absolutely love it. It's a super easy technique, but the results just are so beautiful. And for a glossy finish, I'm going in with a no white gel top coat by Candy Coat, and again curing that, but I still continued to twist it to make sure it stayed in that little ball shape. And this is what type 1, the rose bubble with caviar beads as the centre, looks like once everything is finished and the inhibition layer has been wiped away. And now now we're moving on to type 2, and this is the same sort of idea but with a glitter centre, and the products that you're going to need for this one is the same canny gel pink that we used previously, but I've also went for a really nice nude this time, which is number 560. For the glitter centre, I'm going to be using Magpie Glitter in Flora, which is an absolutely beautiful sort of pinky iridescent shade. And again, I'm going to be using a tiny dotting tool and the same artistic correction gel that I used previously. So to start off this one, guys, I first dipped the dotting tool into the gel and twisted my tool till I formed a little ball, cured that, and then I left it sticky and just dipped it right into the Magpie Flora. And now I am going to go ahead and use my finger to make sure the glitter is all secured to that, and then dip it back into the gel and repeat the process so I have a nice little glitter ball as my base for the petals of the flower. Then the same sort of idea, but this time I'm going in with the nude polish and I'm making the petals really tiny, and I'm doing 3 going around the whole glitter ball. As you can see, it sort of looks like small dots at the moment, but I wanted this to sort of look like the middle was going in full bloom. I wanted it to be slightly different than the previous one, but sort of match as well. And then again, once I was happy with the positioning of those petals, I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds. And now I'm going to go ahead and dip it into the gel, making sure I surround that gel. And as you can see, it sort of looks like as you're applying the gel that the petals are already opening. So I'm just scraping off any excess, curing that, and going in with the next set of petals. Then again, once I was happy with the positioning of those petals, I'm just dipping that back into the gel, manipulating the tool so it stays in a nice little ball, curing that, and going in with the next lot of petals. For these petals, I went ahead and switched over to the pink canny gel paint, and again I'm offsetting them from the nude ones, and I'm making these petals slightly larger but still going in with 3. Then once I was happy with the positioning of those petals, again I went ahead and cured that for a full 30 seconds and repeated the process of dipping it back into the gel, making sure I surrounded that ball, wiped off any excess and sort of like manoeuvred my tool until it formed a little ball, and then cured it for 30 seconds. And then I went ahead and repeated the same process with the same pink gel polish. And once again, guys, I went ahead and repeated that process of dipping that back into the gel and curing that for 30 seconds. So for the next set of petals for this one, I decided to mix the 2 colours together to get a sort of marble effect. And again, I went ahead and added 3 petals offsetting the last set. And then again, I cured that for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process of dipping it back into the gel and then curing that. And then for a glossy finish, I am now going to go ahead and add a coat of Candy Coat No Wipe Gel Polish over the whole ball. So guys, this is what my rose bubbles looked like once they came out of the lamp and everything was dry. I really loved how these turned out, and as you can see, the total contrast between the glitter centre and the caviar beads is like night and day. They are completely different. I absolutely loved how they turned out. So guys, please remember to stay tuned for my up and coming design where I'm going to be using these in a nail art look. And as always, I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notifications button. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!